Finally, as you know, there's always room for dessert. So we have our first dessert problem number one, and it's the best for last. Log base 3 of 2x minus 5 minus log base 3 of 3x plus 1 is equal to 2. So by now, if you've been following along, you know that we need to combine the left side into one log. So we have log base 3, and when we have the difference of the logs, we have the log of the quotient. 3x plus 1 equals 2. Then we know we need to rewrite this equation using exponential form. So 3 to the second power is equal to the argument, 2x minus 5 over 3x plus 1. And then multiplying both sides by the denominator, we can eliminate the fraction. So we have 3x plus 1. And then let's see if we can do a little mental math here to save ourselves a little time. That's a 9, and 9 times 3x is 27x, and 9 times a positive 1 is a positive 9. And then that's equal to 2x minus 5. Now, this is just a linear equation which we know we need to go ahead and gather all the terms that have a variable in them, all the variable terms to the left side, and we're going to gather the non-variable terms over to the right side. And so we see on the left-hand side is we get 27 minus 2 is 25. So we have 25x is equal to, those cancel, is equal to negative 14. And we get x is equal to negative 14 over 25. And now what we want to make sure we do always when we're solving a logarithmic equation, we want to check, just because the answer that we get is negative doesn't mean it's an extraneous solution. However, in this case, when you multiply 2 times a negative number, you're going to get a negative number. And when you take a negative number and you subtract 5 from that, you still get another negative number. So this whole thing would be negative. Therefore, we can't use it. And since it's the only solution that we found, we then would conclude that this equation has no solution. So that's okay. We did all the work correctly, and we found that that solution doesn't exist because the number we found can't be replaced in the original equation. Okay, next one. D number 2. So dessert problem number 2. We have log base 2 of x squared minus 2x is equal to 3. And so it's nice and wrapped up for us here, so we don't have to do any extra work to get the logs down to one log on the left. We can just notice that the argument contains our variable, so we have to rewrite this equation using exponents. 2 to the third is equal to x squared minus 2x. If we rewrite the equation, x squared minus 2x, we subtract the 8, so that guy is 8 right there. From both sides we get standard form, and as you know, we always want to try to factor both sides, and we are able to factor the left side. So we get x is equal to 4, and we get x is equal to negative 2. Now, again, we see 4, we can replace x with 4, and we say 4 squared is 16, 16 minus 8, so 16 minus 8 is a positive number. Check. So 4 is a solution. Then the question is, can we replace x with negative 2? And let's just do that work right over here. Negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2. Well, negative 2 squared is 4, and then plus, so minus 2 times negative 2 is plus 4, so we get 8, so that checks out. So then therefore, both 4 and negative 2 are solutions to this equation. So this is a great example because it shows you that you could actually have a negative number as an answer, as a solution, when and only when it makes the argument positive. So as long as that negative number makes the argument positive, then it works out. It's an acceptable and it's a specific solution. So we have two solutions, negative 2 and 4. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you guys do the next problem, and this should be really interesting. You're going to do this one on your own. This is the dessert problem number 3, but I want you to try this one on your own and see what you think. log base 2 of x. This would be a good problem to that we can talk about. X minus 2 equals 3. And go ahead and pause the video and try that one on your own. Okay, so here you go. You should have written log base 2 of x squared minus 2x. So after that first step, you get the exact same problem that we just had. So we get 2 cubed equals x squared minus 2x. And when you solve this equation exactly the same way, you get dot dot dot. You get x is equal to 4, and you get x is equal to negative 2. Hopefully you didn't fall into that trap of thinking, oh, it's the same equation. Well, it's not actually the same equation, because the original equation in this example has the x and the x minus 2 separated from this second step here, or the first step. So therefore x equals negative 2 is not allowed to be placed you're not allowed to replace x with negative 2 in this original equation. When you go back to the last one, notice that we didn't have the two logs separated on the left, so you can replace x with negative 2 in this one because it's the original equation, and both 4 and negative 2 make the argument positive. Well, and you always have to go back to the original equation. So hopefully that makes sense, that you're not allowed to include negative 2 as a solution in this equation because it's different than the last one. Even though after the first step it becomes the same, it's still different than the last one. So therefore x equals 4 is the only solution, and if you got that on your first try, that was pretty awesome.